Hello and welcome to the most hated map on Forge Alliance Forever, Supreme Commander Forge Alliance. This is Hard FFA. It's supposed to be an FFA map, but some people had the idea to put it on the rank ladder. I don't actually believe this is a ranked game, but two very good players, and it appears that Aridium below started his upgrade before Lame God. I'm going to call him Lame God because this is Lame God. And right afterwards started a factory. So you can see that Aridium blows maybe a slight advantage, but very different strategies now. Lame God sending his drone to land, while Aridium got the factory finished, which is going to be promptly reclaimed by Lame God. So maybe at first it looked like a better idea for Aridium, but now it doesn't look like such a good idea anymore. Both ACUs are not going to reclaim the same factory. NYQ gets a little more mass. Meanwhile, NYQ also with the little quicker drone, the drone from Aridium is going to look for Lame God's drone. Two ACUs bumping chests. Lame God saying this map's gay. But they chose to play. This is not a ranked game. One thing, Aridium blows playing UEF. I think that's the very first game you ever played UEF, and that's most likely because they did choose this map, and UEF has a huge advantage with the drone. So once again, Aridium blows walked away, and Lame God is going to start a naval factory. So as you can see, the reason people hate this map is you're getting ready to play, and you think you're going to get some mass extractors, some land, some PGens, and you get put next to your enemy underwater next to a bunch of mass extractors. So it's total disaster. And actually, something very crucial just happened. Lame God built his factory first, got a flak, and this flak killed the drone. So now, so the drone is automatically rebuilt on the ACU. So here's the new drone. But now Lame God is way ahead of Aridium blows. Aridium blows, of course, is sending his ACU to the position where Lame God did get his land factory, but 3 engineers all over the field. 4 Lame God. Aridium is now all alone with the drone somewhere out in the field. Flak for Lame God is going to search for that drone. Meanwhile, Lame God's still in the middle. Is going to pick up a couple mass extractors. Still middle of the map. He did some walking around, but not much more than that. Point defense for Aridium is going to take care of this factory. So the factory is going to be lost by Lame God, but he does have multiple engineers. Actually, this is a drone. No, this is an engineer being hidden somewhere far away. This is the drone for Lame God, and the drone for Aridium still just walking around. This map usually for 8-person for free-for-all, so a lot of mass extractors and huge amounts of reclaim. So if you can get power going, which is very difficult when you start underwater, you can get a lot of land factories and a lot of land very quickly. So you can upgrade and do things very quickly on this map if you get build capacity and power. So far, for a while there, Lame God lost his factory. Nobody had a factory. These engineers just expanding. But now Lame God got a factory of his own. Aridium below is just working on his. I think he spent quite a bit of eco on that point defense. Sitting on 3 Tech 1 PGens. But look like in terms of the score, both players very even. But map control definitely in Lame God's favor. He's got engineers in multiple places grabbing these mass extractors, and now the drone for Aridium below is going to go in the middle and build up these mass extractors. He needs to reclaim these quickly. Of course, reclamation does cost power, and Aridium is about to get a hydro. Quite a few hydros on this map. It looks like 2 per spot, so you got to get those. You see the Lame God already has one. He's getting some more land factories, and with these many hydros you can get a lot of very cheap power. So build capacity is the limiting factor. Only 1 land factory for Aridium, so that's a problem. Already the 3rd coming up for a Lame God. So Lame God beginning to pull away. One advantage for Aridium is getting those middle mass extractors, which could be a big mass boost. Mass isn't that critical given all the reclaim. And now it looks like Aridium going back into the water with his ACU. A naval factory started by a Lame God, and here it looks like a capturing competition. Both players capturing each other's mass extractors in the middle. So this is This is the type of ridiculous stuff that happens on this map. We've already seen the beginnings of a land spam from Lame God trying to take over the left side. Also some tanks from Aridium. Aridium taking over this position, which used to belong to Lame God. And now the tanks are going to start shooting each other. Still only 2 land factories for Aridium. Meanwhile, Lame God working on its 4th. He has a couple more planned here as well. 2 hydros and actually no, this is another secret factory here. This is going to be critical for Lame God. Looks like Aridium lost an engineer. It's going to be a battle, early battle. More land factories coming up for Aridium. And for whatever reason, all these are paused. Lame God low on power, so not surprisingly. He does have 3 hydros, so being low on power, 3 hydros. He's using quite a bit. See now, Aridium has no power problems because his build capacity is kind of low. But what is Lame God using so much power on, which is a little surprising. He's making more factories. And now Aridium coming out of the water is going to attack Lame God directly. He's going to go after power, which is a good idea. Taking out a hydro. Of course, water is pretty safe if he knows that there is no submarines, which could be a big problem. Looks like Lame God pulling back and an attack coming in from Aridium now. Lame God firmly in control of map control. This middle position, though, quite a bit of mass for Aridium. Now we're seeing more land factories, just Tech 1 land spam. But this base on the right side has been belonging completely to Lame God. No challenge at all from Aridium. Aridium now coming out of the water, and we're seeing naval factory for NYQ. Probably will mean that he'll grab those middle mass extractors and put submarines in the water, which will make it a little more dangerous for Aridium. Aridium, meanwhile, with his ACU and a pretty good land force threatening this base. It's a major base for Lame God. He's got 3 of those. 3 land factories, a couple hydros. No point defenses, though, but Lame God is going to come in to play some defense. Aridium is now thinking about a point defense. Will retreat on the other side. Looks like the battle. Aridium now realizing there is a base here. Coming in with a force. Aridium forced to retreat here on the left. Looks like successful defense for Lame God. But Lame God should be very careful in this position. He's got a lot of build capacity, but he's outnumbered in terms of tanks. Would expect some point defenses. Yep, here comes a point defense for Lame. Both ACUs now going after each other. Very similar health, very similar numbers. But now here comes a submarine that's going to deny a lot of mass extractors that Aridium has had for a while. Still a lot of reclaim. Aridium below is only 2,000 reclaim. The power is the problem. He hasn't really built much power. He's been at that number for a while. Looks like a low improvement for Lame God. Lame God not grabbing these hydros, very surprising. Aridium getting the point defense with his drone, something to retreat to. More land factories and a point defense, 4 kills here. A mistake from Aridium running in like this. It looks like an engineer here making mass extractors. He's going to lose that position. NYQ meaning Lame God running into a point defense. Lost quite a bit of health. Aridium now might pounce on this opportunity. And he's definitely won the battle on the left side. Perhaps a mistake from Lame God. Lame God continues to retreat. There is a submarine here in the water from Lame. So, and also an engineer here is going to capture a bunch of mass extractors in the middle. And a successful defense on the right side for Lame God. So, after the initial madness on this map, with the starting position, it actually turns out to be a pretty decent game. A small map with water and a lot of reclaim. 33 kills for Lame God. That was a really good overcharge. Aridium 32, very, very similar. But Lame God needs to run away. He is very much outnumbered. Looks like Aridium focusing fire on the ACU. Lame God 39 kills. Gets into the water. More land factories, power storage, and if Aridium takes over this position, the next base is very valuable for Lame God. But Lame God counterattacking on the right side. There's a very important point defense here, already 3 kills. But this is the main base, very centralized for Aridium, which is now going to come in under assault from Lame. Means Aridium needs to pull units back. These two hydras basically half the power production of Aridium. Aridium, though winning a huge reclamation field, denying quite a few hydras. And this right here, inexplicable, this does not make sense. Those hydras should belong to Lame God. Really one thing keeping him back. And another situation just like that. So Lame God missing out on about 400 power that he really should have. It looks like successful defense for Aridium here. We've seen Tech 2 land though. Tech 2 land from Lame God, and these are going to be very difficult to kill. And actually, Aridium losing Tech 2 mask extractor, so this problem is still not over given these pillars. Aridium though with a successful attack here, minute 17. He continues to push. He's won the left side completely. Lame God 54 kills in the water, pretty low health. And now we got a fight here on the bottom left mountain. Aridium successful defense now continues to push. No Tech 2 land yet for Aridium. He is facing Tech 2 land of Lame God, and actually a Tech 2 engineer. Tech 2 point defense creep would be very effective. And we do see a Tech 2 point defense here already with 5 kills. This means Aridium probably just needs to pull back and play defense. Of course, Riptides would be amazing on this map. Given Tech 2 land, I would expect Riptides from Lame God. Aridium now has the gun, 59 kills. The gun is going to be very interesting. He did lose most of his land units here. It looks like he had to pull them all back to play defense. And now his ACU is very much all alone. He does have the gun, and here one of the naval factories is in the process of being captured by Aridium. And now Aridium pulling back a whole bunch of units to the left side. Aridium 70 kills going after the base. And a Tech 2 engineer here as well. Looks like some Tech 2 engineers were sent over. So Aridium is going to be facing Tech 2 point defenses. And it looks like Lame God is going to walk his ACU underwater. He's going to begin attacking Aridium's base with support of some Tech 1, Tech 2 units. Aridium now in the water getting hit by submarines. Looks like he did capture a naval factory. He probably needs submarines instead of a frigate. Aridium 77 kills. And this Tech 2 land really making a big problem for Aridium. He's really outgunned on both positions on the left and on the right. This Tech 2 point defense 9 kills. Well, this one 17 kills, denied any attack on the right side. And this other, or where is this? Couple Tech 2 point defenses here really denied the assault from Aridium's ACU now at 105 kills. But here you can see these pillars, 17 kills on one, 9 on the other. Very much outgunning this Tech 1 units of Aridium, but huge amounts of reclaim in this position. Looks like Aridium has gone Tech 2 lands, getting Tech 2 engineers, Tech 2 point defenses, likely in the near future. Aridium has lost his naval factory. And now these Tech 2 engineers, excellent engineers, Tech 2 point defenses, really make Tech 1 land obsolete on this map. Not too many ways you can flank things, and actually it looks like Aridium is just going to move in. He's going to try to get close, got some artillery, and well, actually it looks like he attacked in time, so aggression pays off there for Aridium. Might be able to hold on to the left side. So map control, if you don't count the middle, quite even actually between these two players, and quite a bit of reclaim for Aridium given he's been winning the land battles. Aridium actually killed a whole bunch of units here on the bottom. He's now going to kill some more. He's going to face a Tech 1 point defense. And let's see the reclaim. We're seeing 14,000, only about 600 power for Aridium. It's a little low, but nearly 15,000 reclaim. Lame got 18,000, and actually his power has been suffering given Aridium's assaults. But Aridium has to be very careful. He's in the middle of enemy territory here, and you can see Lame God beginning to push toward his ACU. 143 kills for Aridium. So Tech 1 point defenses. Water is definitely not friendly, although we're seeing Tech 1 torpedo launchers from Aridium blows. Those are going to deny this naval factory. Aridium goes into the water, has to deal with 4 submarines. He's got to get out of there. And this Tech 2 factory not producing Riptides, an excellent choice. Also Tech 2 engineers here. Some Tech 2 point defenses shooting at a wall. Aridium runs away from the submarines, which did not follow. Perhaps because, well, now they're going to follow, but they're going to run into a whole bunch of torpedo launchers. So at this point, minute 23, it is absolutely not clear who's going to take this one. You can see Tech 1 subs getting to torpedo launchers is not a good idea. died very quickly. Aridium blows. And another Tech 1, looks like a Tech 1 torpedo launcher creep is in the cards. But Lame God here with a huge force, Tech 1, Tech 2 pillars and strikers. This looks very dangerous for Aridium blows here on the left side. He's getting Tech 1 point defenses. He needs a lot of firepower if he's going to prevent this assault. The thing that's preventing this assault right now is this mountain, which isn't allowing the flow of units. So terrain playing a huge part. There's only small places where you can walk through. But these pillars getting quite deep. Very important Tech 1 point defenses. Multiple Tech 1 point defenses here. Doing a good job for Aridium. Aridium now very important series of captures. Captures 8 mass extractors in the middle. So he is in a position to take over the middle wall, water. And the Tech 1 torpedo launcher creep continues. Only on this map you can have crazy things like that. Looks like some success now for Lame God, but these Tech 1 point defenses looks like they're for the most part dead, but they did their job. Also Aridium 163 kills, Lame God 63 kills, and he is feeling like he is being beaten here. And they're both agreeing it was actually a good game. But this right here, excellent work with Tech 2 point defenses. I really did think Lame God had Aridium here at one point, but I think they might be correct. Losing the middle here was a problem. And really, what was the difference? Many more kills on the ACU for Aridium. It was a quicker Tech 2 upgrade for Lame God. I thought that would have won him the game. He had so much success. But it really kind of shifted with the Aridium getting that gun, going on an assault. I think if Lame God would have picked up those Hydras earlier, he was in a very good position. It just wasn't making enough power to make use of his position. So hopefully people enjoy this one.